I have a little disturbing question. If you have a teenage girl, full blown teenager, beautiful, that is beginning to get admirers, and you really feel that it's time for her to mingle, to make friends and maybe even get suitors. And one day she comes back home to announce to you that, there is this guy that has been on her case, and that the guy has also invited her out for a lunch date and she wants to go. And you, from the way your daughter is talking, you know that she has some likeness for this guy. You could see the sparks in her eyes. What would you do as a parent? What would you advise your daughter to do at this point? To go for the dinner date or not to go? And if your answer is okay, yes, you can go, what other instructions will follow? Like, okay, where are you guys going? Who is this guy, right? You want to know who the guy is. You want to know whether he's a responsible person. You want to be sure it's someone that your child is safe with. Where are you guys going for the date? You want to be sure that it's not a hotel or in the guy's house. You will be advising her to make sure it's an open place. Please don't stay out in the night. Come back as quickly as possible. You will also advise her on how to dress properly and all that. Why? Because you want your child to be safe. You want her to appear responsible, well trained, right? And if possible, self, you will mount guards that day around where she said she was going. And you will be calculating time. The moment she leaves till when she comes back, you'll be like, hi, she has overstayed. Though you begin to call her phone. Now, my question is, when reverse becomes the case, and you are the admirer, and you want to take someone's child out, not your daughter, why do you insist that she goes home with you after the outing? If you buy her 5,000 worth of food, you want her to give you 5 rounds in bed in exchange for whatever it is she ate. And if she refuses, it becomes a case. You start claiming right over her because it's another man's child. How do we justify this? Is this proper? Does the golden rule not say do to others what you would want them to do to you? How come we want the best for our own children, but we are trying to make the worst out of other people's children? Does this make sense? Men are the ones spoiling these girls, and at the end of the day, the same men turn around to complain that the girls are all spoiled and all that. If you know that you are not ready to sponsor an outing, you don't want to spend money, it's not a must to take this lady out to an eatery or a restaurant or a drinking bar. It's not a must. For someone like me, seriously, under normal circumstances, I'm not a foodie. And so my own interpretation of a kind of romantic outing is one that happens at parks. Parks. I don't know Nigerian interpretation of park. Park is like a garden, an open garden where people can sit down around flowers, something like that. You have janglovas and stuff like that. I like taking a long walk. I like going to empty halls, even church premises. These are the kind of places I love to visit, to go. If I have someone that is admiring me and I am admiring, I want to go to places where we can have some quiet time to really have good discussions. Even if it must be a restaurant, it should be a less busy one where there are so many vacant seats that we can sit at the corner for up to 5 hours without knowing it. You see, so that we can really talk about ourselves, talk about the things that are important. Food will become a distraction. I can talk over one bottle of Coke for 5 hours. You know. So if, for example, you are the type that believe in an eye for an eye, then if you are trying to get an acquaintance, if you're trying to make friends with someone new, then don't go to where you will spend money with water. Because in our culture, men find it embarrassing when a woman offers to pay a bill, unlike the way it is here. If we are having a lunch date and I feel that you are in a tight corner financially, there's nothing wrong in me offering to pay water and life continues. So please do unto others what you would like them to do unto you. We are destroying these ladies and we turn around to complain that they are all destroyed.